Hello everyone. So let's continue our discussion about sentence analysis, one of our grammar topics, and this is part second. Right? Now, in our first part, we already talked about the basic explanation of subject and predicate. In that, we did talk about that subject part of a sentence may contain one word or more than one word, right? So depending on that thing, now let's understand one more topic, that is subject word and extension of subject. Before I give you explanation of that, let's see some examples. From the example itself, we'll understand what do we mean by subject word and extension of subject. All right? So let's begin. In our first sentence, if you see, it's bad boys hid their faults, right? Bad boys hid their faults. So again, as we always do, who hid their faults? Bad boys. So bad boys becomes your subject. All right. Okay. So right now we'll just find out subject. Shireen's mother is ill. Who is ill? Shireen's mother. So Shireen's mother becomes your subject. The village master taught his little school. Who taught? Village master. The hungry child wept bitterly. Who wept bitterly? Hungry child. My uncle lives there. Who lives there? My uncle. So these are our subject. Now let's find out what is important part here in this subject. See, let me explain you what do I mean by important part. In subject part of your sentence, there are some words or word, it's 99% it's word only. In subject part of your sentence, you will have word without which you cannot make the sentence, right? So that word is called subject word, right? Let's see from this example itself. Here, if you see this, bad boys is your subject, but if you just ignore this bad boys word, let me just remove this. If you just ignore this boys word and now read the sentence, bad hid their faults. Is it making sense? No. But now if I take it back, so bad boys hid their faults. Yes, it's making sense. Now let's do it with bad word. If I remove this, boys hid their faults. Yes, it's still making sense. Means boys is one of the words of our subject, without which you cannot make your whole sentence. So, in bad boys, boys become your subject word. Okay? This is your subject word, right? Okay? So, let's see one more example. Shireen's mother is ill. So if I remove this part of a subject, Shireen's, just a minute. If I just remove this part of a sentence, part of a subject, that is Shireen's mother is ill. Yes, it's still making sense, right? But if I remove mother part, Shireen's is ill. Is it making sense? No. Means which word is very much important in subject? That is your mother word. So here mother becomes your subject word, because without this word you cannot make your whole sentence, right? Next sentence. The village master taught his little school. So if you just remove the village part from the subject part of your sentence, then you can still make a sentence that is master taught his little school. Fine. It's cool sentence, right? It's making sense. But if you remove this master word, the village taught his little school. Oh my God. Is it making sense? No. So master word becomes your subject word because that's the main word of your subject part of the sentence. All right. Next, the hungry child wept bitterly. So if you remove this, the hungry wept bitterly. Now it's not making sense. So now if you remove this, the hungry child wept bitterly. Yes, it's making sense. Means child part, child word of your subject becomes your subject word, because without this word you cannot make a sentence. Means your sentence would not make any sense without subject word. So it's very easy to find out subject word. All right, so subject word is your part of your subject. My uncle lives here. Again, this uncle is your subject word, because my lives here there, not making sense. So uncle lives there. Yes, this is important part of your subject. So that's why with the main word because of which the subject part is existing, that word is called subject word. ठीक है? So चलो देखते हैं हमने क्या देखा. हम देख रहे हैं subject word. Subject word क्या होता है? Subject word is a part of a, or subject word is a word of a subject. Okay, but कौन सा word जिसके बिना sentence नहीं बन सकता? क्यों नहीं बन सकता? Because that's the main word in a subject, right? उसके बिना sentence नहीं बन सकता, right? So it's a main word. I can just easily say this like this: main word of a subject part, without which sentence cannot make sense. Okay, तो ये ऐसा word है जिसके बिना sentence नहीं बन सकता. तो ये जो बाकी के parts हैं, bad, Shireen's, village, hungry, ये जो extra parts हैं, जो accessories जैसे हैं, जो dress की frills जैसे हैं, ठीक है? तो ये सारे extension of a subject हैं, ठीक है? And so we can easily say that remaining except subject word remaining part of subject. Remember this word, sentence nahi, subject. Remaining part of subject is extension of subject. तो वो आपका extension of subject है, extension of subject है. ठीक है, तो extension of subject क्या है यहाँ पे? bad. देखो ये सिर्फ बोल्ड पार्ट है, जबकि ये सब्जेक्ट वर्ड जो है वो बोल्ड एंड अंडरलाइन है. तो इस तरह से भी आपको समझ में आ जाएगा. सो बैड इज योर एक्सटेंशन ऑफ सब्जेक्ट, शिरिन इज योर एक्सटेंशन ऑफ सब्जेक्ट, विलेज इज योर एक्सटेंशन ऑफ सब्जेक्ट. मतलब इन सब वर्ड्स की वजह से आपका सब्जेक्ट एक्सटेंड हो रहा है. यू नो, दे आर फ्रिल्स ऑफ अ ड्रेस. ठीक है, विदाउट फ्रिल्स यू कैन स्टिल वेयर ड्रेस, but without dress you cannot just wear frills. Okay. So just on the funnier side. Okay, so my uncle lives there. My uncle, my becomes your extension part of the subject. So it's very easy, right? So इस सेंटेंस में हमने देखा सब्जेक्ट वर्ड और एक्सटेंशन ऑफ सब्जेक्ट. सब्जेक्ट वर्ड क्या होता है? एक ऐसा वर्ड जो सब्जेक्ट का ही पार्ट है, बट विदाउट विच हम सेंटेंस नहीं बना सकते, इसलिए वो बहुत इंपॉर्टेंट पार्ट है of a subject, and that's why it's called subject word. और remaining जो part है वो आपका है extension of subject. The same thing can be seen in predicate also, but that we will see in our next video. All right, so till then, goodbye.